What is a citizen? A citizen is an individual that is viewed as a member of America or another country. What is citizenship? Citizenship is the status of being a citizen. You get all the privileges, all the rights, and all the duties of an actual citizen.
What does it mean to be an American? Many people may think that you are an American because you are free, but there is more to it than just that. Dating back to slavery, where African Americans were considered Americans although they were not free. Which proves the point that being free does not make you an American. What makes people American are the rights that they have as citizens.
Equity and equality. For example, you shouldn't discriminate somebody because of their skin tone, their race, or their culture, as said under the 14th Amendment.
A U.S. Supreme Court case that addresses justice is Brown v. Board of Education. It rules that separating blacks and whites in schools is unconstitutional.
Another example is the court case United States versus Morgan. In this case, Morgan had already served the full term in which he had been sentenced. He claimed that his conviction was against his constitutional right because he wasn't given a counsel at his trial. As a result, even though the sentence was served, he emphasized his justice and his conviction was invalid.
It's a good day to talk about justice. The 14th Amendment articulated three critical rights that forever changed our country. First, birthright citizenship, meaning that anyone born on U.S. soil is a U.S. citizen. Second, equal protection of the laws. And third, the guarantee of due process to ensure that the states could not deprive individuals of life, liberty, or property without recourse. It's important to remember, especially at this moment, that the guarantees of equal protection and due process extend by the very words of the 14th Amendment to every person in the United States, regardless of whether they are a citizen or not. What does this?
Another aspect of being American is due process.
Due process ensures that Americans are protected. For example, if you are arrested of a crime, your due process rights are to be read your Miranda rights. So due process impacts our court system. It ensures that Americans are given a fair trial.
Two amendments that emphasize due process is the 5th and 14th Amendment, which contains a due process clause. It states that no one should be deprived of life, liberty, or pursuit of happiness without due process of law. A court case that was made a precedent to ensure due process of law to all Americans was Miranda versus Arizona. Ernesto Miranda was arrested in his own home and brought to the police station to be questioned. Based on questioning techniques, Miranda confessed that he did the crime. However, Miranda was not told his Miranda rights. Moreover, his Fifth Amendment right was violated. As a result, the case was not valid. There are other ways due process can come into play. Due process can come into play with immigration and citizenship.
Local elections. Now, I want you to imagine for 1 minute that you are an immigrant to this country. You came here the right way. You followed all the rules, and after years of anticipation, after improving your English, passing your citizenship test, declaring your allegiance to the United States, and renouncing your allegiance to foreign powers, finally, you are naturalized as an American citizen.
Equal rights for all. Equal protection means fairness under the law. Whatever you want to see in society, whatever you want to participate in society. For example, if you want to participate in LGBT or Christianity or etc. The Supreme Court has looked at many cases dealing with equal protection. They pinpointed that the government abridged equal protection of the law. For example, Plessy versus Ferguson.
For example, in the case Plessy versus Ferguson, this U.S. Supreme Court case established the doctrine separate but equal. How this case came about was a man named Homer Plessy, who was 7/8 of a Caucasian but was black under Louisiana law, refused to vacate to the whites-only railroad car and refused. The outcome was that the Louisiana law did not violate the Equal Protection Clause.
Combined with the ability to collaborate. And I think that when that comes to maturity and fruition, in essence, when people are in their professions and beginning to engage at every level of our society, I think that's going to bear incredible fruit for our nation. And it's going to happen at the exact same, at the right, perfect time, because that is what the 21st century is going to be about. Your business partners, your clients are just as likely to be halfway around the world as they are halfway across town. And the ability to have grown up natively with the ability to collaborate with people far away and different from you
What it means to be an American is that we have duties, rights, and obligations. We have the right to freedom of speech, due process, and a speedy trial. If we do what we are supposed to do and do not break the law, our rights will not be abridged. It also means being able to and helping the community when in need. Also, to give back to the society as a whole.